This is Melody Faith Lopez talking about worship. What is worship? What is it all about? What is the big deal? Why do we have to sing? Why do we have to lift up our hands? Well, you don't have to do anything. But when you know the God that you serve and you know who He is and how He's pulled you out of many messes, you have so much to be thankful for. Worship gives you that opportunity to give back to God. That is the one and only thing that we can do that God cannot create or recreate. He cannot recreate worship. That only comes from a heart that loves Him. And when it's true and when it's pure, God delights in that. And that is one of the greatest gifts that we can give back to God. That is our way to give back. Worship belongs to God. It is something that when we worship God and when we think about His goodness, we're grateful. And worship comes from an attitude of gratitude. Worship comes from a grateful heart. Worship moves in a heart that is grateful towards the God that person knows. Worship can't come from just any heart, but it comes from a heart that is contrite, that is broken, that is thankful, that is loving and loving towards God and loving towards His people as well. So worship is your opportunity to give back. And that's one major thing I can say. Worship is your opportunity to give back. It's an opportunity to magnify who God is and to minimize the problems in your life. When you worship God, you are magnifying who He is, and all that does is makes your problems shrink and disappear. So continue to worship God, continue to seek Him, and you will see how your problems will continue to shrink and God's greatness and His move will continue to increase. Be blessed.